Business owners understand the importance of their brand story, but how to create a right brand story? Although experts have created some outcome-proving framework, even as a professional content creator, we may sometimes misuse those formulas. Something is missing. Hi, I'm Dory. I'm a TV presenter turned brand storyteller. I have experience in helping business or brands to translate their brand values or propositions into various brand stories or branded content. And welcome to my channel. And of course, on this channel, we are going to talk about content. Content values, content meanings, content trends, content strategies, plans, just everything basically, okay? On how to create better content. I know you want to create better content, so do I. Maybe for a business, maybe for your personal brand, and maybe for your content creator. That's why we have this channel. Let's do it together. I really want all of us can have some takeaways after each watching. So I'm very careful in structuring the content on this channel. And we will have different video types. On this channel, I will share you my practice and experience. We will have some fun stuff. We will do practice together. I will also make some tutorials on how to create better content. This video is a tutorial video. There are 3 components in each tutorial video: a theory or a pillar idea to help you understand why, and real-world example to explain how, and an actionable workshop task to encourage you do. You will understand how it works while you're watching, okay? Just make sure. Follow me. In today's video, we are going to cover a very high level, but it's also very fundamental, essential, and critical topic: how to design a brand story. It doesn't matter if it's a personal brand or a business brand. The key word is design. It's not to make, not to write, not to create, not to draft. It is to design. Design. A brand story is a cohesive narrative about your business or you if you're creating a personal brand. A good brand story should give people the sense that is both rational and emotional. It has to be easy to understand, easy to be said and told, easy to be explained, and easy to be translated into different communication and media channels. A lot of successful brand builders have created some formulas in creating brand stories. One of those very well-known formulas is Donald Miller's work. In his best-selling book, Build a Brand Story, Build a Story Brand. He shares a comprehensive understanding about how to create a brand story, which has helped a lot of entrepreneurs to develop their brand stories. I guess the biggest takeaway for me after reading his book is Miller's 7-step framework in how to draft a brand story, which is a universal formula that everyone can use to create a brand story. I will link his work in the description box so that you can check later. However, my experience has taught me that having a formula sometimes may not enough, because we may create a perfect story that is not relatable to our audience, our business, ourselves as the founder of the business, and our overall sales and marketing strategy. It will be much easier and safer if we could identify and clarify the relationship among ourselves, our product, our audience in advance. Then we can apply any kind of formula. Do you know what I mean? So that's why we need to apply this thinking system called design thinking. Okay, what is design thinking? What does design mean in this context? It's not let you to design a logo, design a website, or design a fake persona for yourself. No, as we mentioned, design thinking is a thinking system. It's more of a thinking process rather than do any design work. In general, design thinking is a process that asks problem solvers to find out solutions based on comprehensively understanding the group of people who have the needs for the given problem. Design thinking is valuable for multiple reasons. First of all, it is people-centered, a people-made solution for people to use. I guess every brand is trying to provide a solution for a certain problem, but the brand doesn't create it itself. It is you who create this brand. You are trying to deliver a solution for your people. It is you and your people make this brand valuable, right? Second, design thinking requires us to define a clear problem and come up with a solution that is not only focused on one dimension of the problem, but the comprehensive problem-solving experience. So back to our brand story, we need to remind ourselves, our brand story is not about how do we think in our mind, but about how do we deliver to others to understand. And we want to make sure our brand story is a cohesive narrative that involves the primary aspect of our business, that is ourselves, our product, our solution or service, and our customer. That makes the whole story relatable to each other. So last, design thinking requires us to find out a repeatable solution. That means we're not creating a solution for one single person, but a group of people. Same as our brand story. We are not creating our brand story for one single channel. We are creating our brand story that can be told throughout all of these social channels. We want to make sure this story can be easily translated or recreated, retold in different channels. How can we apply design thinking in designing a brand story? Let me give you an interesting example. In general, designing a brand story includes two primary parts. Part A, write up the brand story. Part B, transformation, the step to design how to apply the pillar story to different media and communication channels. Let's start with Part A, write up the brand story. First of all, we need a sample business idea. This is Dory's potato business. There are 4 steps in making the brand story. Research, characterize, find that one-liner, draft the brand story. Let's start with research. One thing that I want to remind you is because now here we are talking about using the logic of design thinking, and design thinking is very human-based. Make sure include the founder of the business, the targeted audience group, and the product. In this case is potato. This is just an example, so just pretend I've already done my research. And here is my research summary. The purpose of doing research is to understand the background of the founder, the customer, and the business. Dory, a millennial business owner who just inherited her family farming business, wants to reposition the family business, transforming it from traditionally providing supply chains to big supermarket into a potato-based food brand that offers end-to-end service to its customer. Her mission is to bring fun to life. Target customers. They are Gen Zers and millennials who pursue a lifestyle that is modern, free, easy, and fun. They are Misters, Mrs., and Mixes. Business. What do we offer? We have potatoes. We also have potato-related products. They are potato meals, potato salads, potato chips, everything about potato. And we will also send fresh potatoes and meals to each family directly. Once we've done our research, the next step is to characterize. This process is very simple. Start by forming groups. In this case, we have Dory, product, which is potato, and customer. Next, based on your understanding of the research summary, extract the keywords and key features and put them into each group, just like this. Okay, step 3 is to find that one-liner. This is actually one of my favorite parts, and it's really a very fun process. Okay, let's go back to this picture. In this case, my one-liner could be, modern generations can eat potatoes in their own way, and Dory wants them to have fun. You get it? Just that easy. I was actually, inspired by playing Chinese mahjong. The basic principle of playing Chinese mahjong is you follow the rules and you build the water from the chaos. So what we are going to do here is we try to build the connection from selecting the character from each characterized group. By doing that, we can ensure that each party is involved in this brand story. Based on this one-line sentence, we can start to use formula to draft our brand story. Here is my brand story. We can change the world into a more fun place by changing how we eat potatoes. Dory's Potato Farm have over 20 years of growing and looking after potatoes. We treat potatoes well, we support potatoes to reach their full potential. Potato chips, potato salads, gnocchi, french fry, mashed potatoes, or just good potatoes. Anything you could think of? We know you're passionate about making your own potato meal, but your packed calendar may sometimes drive you crazy. So we have thoughtfully created hundreds of ready-to-eat solutions that you can just enjoy without causing any mess. It is our responsibility to look after your potato source, but it's up to you how to enjoy your own. You can just water your potatoes. Okay, once we've made our brand story, we can move to the next big part, which is to transform our pillar brand story into different communication and media channels. The transformation step aims to design how we can potentially apply the brand story. I want to consider the following perspectives: marketing and sales plan, social media and social campaign, partnership, and launch event. Let me give you some examples. We can have meal plans for misters, misses, and mixes. We could launch this social media campaign called Live Like Eating Potatoes. It's up to you how to enjoy it. We could also partner with NGOs to raise awareness of diversity. It's a hypothetical process at this stage. Get your creative mind to roll. Whenever I design a brand story for my client, I always add this step into my service. It's part of my design thinking process. It helps myself and help my client to better understand the meaning of the brand story. If you are a content creator like me, I would highly recommend you to add this process into your service. It's very inspirational and educational, and your clients would appreciate it. As we mentioned earlier, at the end of each tutorial video, I will leave you guys a workshop task. So you can just go to, try, and have fun. And of course, today our workshop task is to create a brand story. I would like you to pick up a random product, pick up a potato, a glass, cup, notebook, then find out service provider or a product provider. It could be yourself, your family member, or just, Harry Potter, Taylor Swift. Then find out an audience group. Try to use the method that I introduced to you today, make up a story. See if you can come up with a better idea. To be honest, I feel I actually use this method in any of my creative work. I find it's a really help method that could help us to building up a connection and finding out the common grounds. You could also use this to do brainstorming with your colleagues or your classmates. Use this method to have a family activity. It's really fun because today we just only introduce 3 groups, 3 parties, and sometimes the real work case may be more complicated. Adding one more group into it, then try to, make the one-liner. The principle is the same. I know your clever brands can handle it, and you could figure out the best way for yourself. Okay, my name is Story. I hope you guys like my video. If you found this video is useful or like my style, please stay and subscribe. You could also find me in TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Vimeo. I will link all my social channels into the description box. If you want to share your ideas with me, you could also share your idea with me through those following channels. Leave your comments below. Every once in a while, I may create a shout out video just to showcase your creative ideas. I upload video every Friday. Once a week, let's learn together and create better content together. I hope you guys had fun. Have a great day. I will see you in our next video. Bye for now.